Fridays, I need you. Fight for the love, really true. They hate me, but I know you don't. Cause right is right and wrong is wrong.
Let's talk about real life issues, love and relationships. Let's have a good time with the missus. Let's talk about celebrities. Let's talk about current events. Let's talk about things you don't see on regular TV. So join in on Peachy Tea Time. Tune in on Peachy Tea Time. Peachy Tea Time. Come join us on Peachy Tea Time. Peachy Tea Time.
You know what I'm saying? Every time I speak, I want to shiver. You know, I don't want them to be like they know what I'm going to say because it's polite. But I know if I keep talking about how dirty it is out here, somebody going to clean it up.
Somebody gonna clean it up. Who gonna clean it up? The missus. And who else? Jason. And who else? Poolie. But Poolie ain't out on Wednesdays. Poolie gonna clean it up on Fridays. Hi, everybody. It is your girl, the missus with the kisses. Mwah. Thank you all so much for joining us tonight. We have a great show, but at the same time, the shit ain't right, y'all. It ain't right. It ain't right in these streets. It is not right in these streets. But it's okay because we're going to discuss it tonight. Okay? We got Daddy on here. We got Daddy. We got Daddy Clarence. We got Mama Angela. We got sisters. We got vice presidents. We just got everybody. Let me pull my mic up. I'm like, why it seem like I'm here? I am. My bad. All right, now we got it going. So let me first and foremost, I got to bring up my road dog. I got to be about my road dog. Jason is in the building. He ready. He like, what up, though? Here you go.
Yo, what up, though? What's good with you?
What's up, Jason?
Yeah, man. You already know we ain't here, man. Another Wednesday, another great show. Great information. When I say great show, it's just to say it's super informative, and again, we got to get our boots to the ground and put justice out for these families, man. So it's great to hear a story out like this, like to put people awareness on alert. You know what I mean? So some people not aware of what's going on with families like this. This ain't the only family. It's just it's a blessing to be able to have them on this platform so they can get their story out about their loved one.
Exactly. Because y'all already know that's what we're here for. We ain't here to judge. We ain't here to place the blame on nobody. Nothing like that at all. Because at the end of the day, we wasn't there. But what we are here for is to make sure that they get their voices heard. They are here to bring awareness for these babies out here, these teenagers out here, these even grown adults that's out here that need to see these type of shows. So I'm here to tell y'all right now, okay? Jason, I kind of practiced this today. I practiced this, what I'm finna say. I practiced, okay? Everybody that watches Peachy News, okay? If you don't want your child to watch any other show under the Peachy Tea Time brand, please allow your child to watch Peachy News. Now, I understand sometimes, the missus had to say some curse words and stuff because everything is explicit language, allegedly audited. But 9 times out of 10, your kid has heard these words before. Okay? I don't say no real powerful cuss words. Poolie may say it sometimes, but me and Jason, we don't say those big powerful words. You know what I'm saying? So let your child watch Peachy News at least. I would love for them to watch all the shows. But if you just ain't feeling all the shows, make sure your child is feeling Peachy News. Because if they gonna learn anything, they gonna learn on Peachy News when you have the family. The family. What's up? MTGVTV in the building, baby. Make this go viral TV. But when you have the family members here willing to talk, willing to tell their loved one's story, that's all you can ask, you know? And this story, Jason, is a little different from our normal Peachy news stories because we're not talking about anybody that's deceased.
Correct.
You know, our stories usually are about people that are deceased, but this particular person is not. This particular person is in prison. That's where they are. And mama, daddy, sisters, and everybody else, they ain't happy. They ain't happy with the treatment that's going on with this young man. They are not happy. So we're going to go ahead and bring up this family. Y'all know I do things a little different. So I pull up each person one by one. And baby, when I tell you we got a full house tonight, Jason, you better tell them.
I'm saying
we got a full house tonight.
We got to drop me down and bring somebody else up. That's how full we are.
That's how full we are, but we don't have to do that. We don't have to do that at all. Why? Because it's PGT Time platform. We do what we want to do. That's why. But with all that being said, I just gotta give glory to God for allowing us to continue to do this each and every Wednesday. It's been over a year now that I have been in y'all homes, in y'all cars, on y'all tablets, computers, however you watch me, on your television, baby, that y'all have been tuning in, watching Peachy Tea Time. And I'm thankful. I appreciate it. But most importantly, I appreciate God and I appreciate these families that trust me to handle these stories. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Absolutely. All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and get started. That's what we going to do. We do not have any talent for the night unless we just have to. If we just have to, y'all know how we do. We'll go ahead and bring them in. But let's go ahead and get started and pull up these families. But first and foremost, we have to pull up. We have to. It's a must that we pull up the man that helped bring these families to Peachy Tea Time. We gotta let him get a shine, Jason. We got to.
Absolutely.
Because he helps us out so much. And that is none other than Venado. Justice for Michiana.
Hey.
Hey.
And you help us out, you and Jason, help our clients out, our family, to be able to tell a story. I can put them on my Facebook Live, but when we bring them on to this platform, man, it's powerful because it's not our story, it's their story. Exactly. And our local media not going to allow them to tell their story. They're going to edit their story. And we don't edit anything over here.
I don't have time.
Me either, right?
Jason, I ain't got time to do no editing.
I ain't got the time to edit it, right?
But
you know what? There's no need to it.
The truth can't be edited, right?
Yeah, the truth can't be edited. But the only editing that I would do is if it's a music that causes me not to be monetized. But if a family member have came on my show and said something, and they talking about, well, you can't be monetized. Oh, well, so be it. I just won't be monetized because I would never, ever edit any person, any family member that come on my show. I know how it feels. It has happened to me. And it's not nothing nice at all whatsoever. So anybody that come on my show, that's something y'all ain't never got to worry about. The editing will not go down here because I don't have time. But go ahead, Bernardo.
So again, just thank you and Jason. You guys, I can call you guys and you're going to make room. If it's not a Wednesday, you're going to make room, not for me, but for my people that we out here serving. And we just grateful. And this family here, I've been incarcerated. I've been talking to the prison that their son in, and we're going to talk about it, but I can't say I've been in those shoes, so I know how things can get. The CO gonna tell you one thing, but what's really going on. And this is not the first family we helped that's inside an Indiana prison.
Now, you was in prison once before, right?
Yes, federal and state.
Yes. Federal and state. Okay. And how long was you in there?
For the state, since we're going to be dealing with Indiana, for the state, it was 13 months. In those 13 months, I seen mistreatment. I seen people die. So I seen prison guards bring stuff in. So this story here don't hit home, but I've been inside those bars.
Exactly. Now remember, everything is allegedly on here, but Vernado know what he saw. He know what he saw. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
I'm gonna be truthful.
Hey, do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. I'm just saying. So, we do have to say allegedly.
right.
But you know what you saw.
I know what I saw, and I'm going to trial with it. I ain't taking no plea bargain with it, James.
Exactly.
Can't do that, my friend. Can't do that.
There you go. So we are about to go ahead and start bringing up our guests for the night. We're going to start with, let me see, who we gonna start with? Who down there smiling, all bubbly down there? Don't turn your head down, girl. We have Miss Molly. We have Molly in the building. Molly, you're on mute right now. Look, she's like, I know. We need you to unmute yourself, Molly.
Okay.
There we go. Hi, Molly. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well.
Wonderful. Well, you look beautiful. You look absolutely beautiful tonight. Now, Clarence is your brother?
Yeah. See, we call each other twins. We're 11 months apart. That's my brother. Like, before he got locked up, we were inseparable. He did something, I was right beside him. Like, that's my brother.
That's your brother. Wow, you guys are 11 months apart, you said.
Yep.
So I know y'all was extremely close.
Yep. Right now we're both 25. His birthday is next week, actually, on the 7th. So he's going to be turning 26.
Wow. And for those that is not aware, if you did not see the clip or read some of my posts that I've been posting, he's been in there since he was 15, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So you've been away from your brother, who you've been extremely close with, from 15 up until now, and you and him are both 25.
Yep.
Wow. How often do you get the chance to talk to him?
Oh my goodness. I haven't talked to my brother in over 8 months. But before he actually went silent, we were talking every chance we had.
Every chance you had. Okay. Well, we're going to go ahead and pull up another one of your beautiful sisters. We're going to bring up Clarence Parker. Hey, Demetrius, y'all have the most beautiful smiles. Hi. But I'm going to need you to unmute yourself. And you won't need to mute yourself or unmute anything tonight, okay? Okay. Now, and anybody else that's down there, if you're on mute, go ahead and unmute yourself right now. Demetrius, how are you?
I'm doing
great. I'm so thankful that you came to be a part of Peachy Tea Time, for your brother, because that's what this is all about, your brother. Now, how old are you?
I'm 23.
You're 23, so your brother's older than you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now, how often did you talk to your brother?
Same thing. Often, like, when he write, I write. Like,
yo, tic-tac-toe games.
Yeah, we used to. When he was out, like, I was like 12 or whatever. So he ain't like me in his business. He let me in his business because I always like he is still my mama Kenny. But that's another subject. But we used to play games like during like how they used to do like up in elementary or whatever, like pen pal stuff like that. Basically, like we'll like play tic tac toe. I write him, he on the paper, and I send it back. So it was just keeping a conversation going too, or we just any type of game, keep the conversation going, and some.
Okay. Now, when was the last time you talked to your brother?
Around
you keep going in and out.
August of last year.
August of last year?
About that time.
Okay. All right. We finna pull up. Let me see who we finna pull up next. Satya. Here comes beautiful Satya. Hi, Satya. How are you? Can you hear me?
Good.
Okay. Now I can hear you. Now, Satya, how long has it been since you talked to Clarence?
I can't actually count, but it's been a minute.
It's been a minute. And how often was y'all talking before the silence happened?
My brother talks to me when he actually get the chance. My brother is a happy person. He cracks jokes and he makes people laugh.
Wow. Okay. So, and how old are you? Are you older than him? Younger than him?
Can you hear?
Can she hear me?
I'm 27.
You're 27. Okay, so you're older than him. Okay, so you done been there since day one. You know, you the oldest. Okay, so I know you missing him like crazy just as well. I know you are. So okay, we finna pull up. Who's next? Ulissa. Ulissa is next. Hi, Ulissa. You gotta unmute yourself.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm great.
You're great. All right. Now, Ulissa, Clarence is your brother just as well, correct?
Yeah.
All right. And what is your age range with Clarence?
21. I'm the baby of the family.
You are the baby of the family. All right now. All right. Now, what do you miss most about Clarence?
Well, when I used to snitch on him about doing stuff. I used to be the snitch.
Used to tell.
Yeah. Everything.
I got no problem. Mama Clarence stole the popcorn.
Wow. Yeah, so how do you feel in this moment right now that you're actually on a platform and you're about to tell this story about your brother who has been locked up since he was 15 years old?
You really can get emotional about it. All right. It's gonna go nationwide. I hope everybody look forward to seeing it. Hopefully that'll bring him home real soon, and it'll get justice to people that's locked up.
Yeah. There you go. Now, the next person we're gonna bring up is Miss Yumika. Hi, Yumika.
Hi, Peachy. Hi, Jason. Hi, family.
Now,
Ronaldo, hi.
Yumika is actually the vice president of Justice for Michiana. Yes, congratulations.
Thank
How do
you.
you feel in this moment right now?
A little sad because I know the family and I grew up with the mom, so this makes me sad, but at the same time happy because I'm the one in the position to possibly help her.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So there's one thing that you said earlier was this is making you go even harder.
Even harder for her because, like, literally I've known her all my life. And to know that this is someone from my hometown I have boys. I have children. I even have a son her age. So it really hit a spot. It really hit a spot.
Okay. So you've been knowing Angela since before she even had kids in. Because you said you've been
Oh
knowing her
yeah.
all life.
Oh yeah. When we was out there breaking all the rules and going outside when we weren't supposed to.
I know that's right. Wow.
Yes.
Well, I want to say thank you
You're
for
welcome.
coming on to Peachy Tea Time,
You're
Peachy News Edition. And I also want to say thank you, even though I don't know this family, but thank you for helping them.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
There's other families you could be helping, but God led you, even though this was your friend, God still led you to help this family. So I want to say
Absolutely.
thank you for that. And
You're
thank you
welcome.
also to Bernardo just as well. So, all right. Now we are about to bring up none other than Mama and Daddy. Mama and Daddy. Mama and Daddy can come on up. But Clarence and Angela. I'm sorry, before we bring them up, we got one more person we got to bring up. We got Auntie Vaughn. There she go. Hey, Auntie Vaun.
How are you?
Hi, Vaughn.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, Auntie Vaun. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. How are you?
I am wonderful. I am wonderful. Under the circumstances, I'm wonderful. Thank you so much for joining us tonight here
You're
on
welcome.
Peachy Tea Time. I have to say this before I say anything else. This is a very, 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 very popular family I see. And the reason why I say this is because, Jason, we are still getting people trying to come in and be on the platform. But now I want to tell y'all. Now I know I said I do what I want to do over here, but we can't get on no more than 10. I am so sorry.
Yep.
We can't get no more than 10 up here. So what I will say though, if anybody, you do not have to, you don't have to at all. But if there's anybody up here that would like to during the show, whether it's the middle towards the end, if you want to step down, just private chat me. Let me know, and then that'll let somebody else be able to come up. But we gotta know that y'all gonna come up first before somebody step down. Okay?
Right.
Because you can't be taking nobody's time over here. Okay.
Peachy, I'll step down and let the family come up.
No, I'm gonna step down. You need to stay on the platform.
Okay.
All right, CEO has spoken.
Never.
He said you stay right on up, Yumika. And Bernardo said he will step down. So Bernardo, you don't have to step down until we know for sure somebody's trying to come up.
I know. You just take me down whenever.
All right. Well, the next family member that we have that is coming up is none other than Mom and Dad, Angela and Clarence. And here they are. Hello, Angela and Clarence. Thank you so much for coming up here on my platform, Peachy Tea Time, Peachy News Edition, and trusting me and Jason with your story, with your son's story. I really appreciate that. And my heart is always with you and your family. I appreciate it. Is there anything that you all would like to say before getting started with this show tonight?
Yes, I wanted to. I want to say that Clarence have another sister and two more brothers, and I just feel like their names should be mentioned. They're not able to join us on the platform, but I would like to mention their name.
Go ahead.
That's okay. It's Lashai Lewis, Devontae Love, and Juvie Parker.
All right. That's what I'm trying. I'm gonna applaud them too. Thank you so much for saying that just as well. We do have family members that come on that everybody can't come on. And they just leave it at that. So thank you. I appreciate that myself. I really do. Mama Angela, Is there anything you want to say before we get started?
No, I thank you guys for having us on your show.
Oh, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. All right, well, let's get started, y'all. Let's get started. Again, I appreciate each and every one for watching tonight. I really appreciate it. This is a story that is very difficult to talk about, but we're gonna talk about it. Let's go ahead and get into our fair usage, and we're gonna get started.
Warning! Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107.
All right, and we are back. So I do not have a clip to play, but I still want to make sure that I make sure that the fair usage is played, because I am going to read a news article, and you all will be able to see this news article just as well as soon as it comes up. It's been said. There you go. So I'm gonna read this news article off. I'm gonna stop at a certain point and just start. This is how we're gonna get the story going. Okay. So it says boogeyman home invader sentenced to 45 years in prison. Hold on. Okay. Tyme Nichols, which is not who this story is about today. Tyme Nichols, this was the young man that was with Clarence, I'm assuming, by this article. Tyme Nichols, 16, of Elkhart, was sentenced Friday to 45 years in prison for taking part in a burglary where a gun was pulled on a homeowner. It happened last July. This was not last July of 2021. This was in 2013 that this article was written. It happened last July at a house on West Jackson Boulevard in Elkhart. Hold on one second, y'all. I do apologize. This computer's going very slow for some apparent reason, and it just keeps jumping everywhere. Give me 1 second. Okay, so because I need to find the article again. You see it and jump to something totally different. Let's start with Angela and Clarence. What happened that night when you got the first phone call? What happened?
Well, we got the first phone call. Actually, we didn't get a phone call. We got a detective knocking on our door at 2:30 in the morning.
Okay.
Telling us that.
Go ahead.
Telling us that our son had been locked up because a crime had just happened.
Well, when I went and seen my son, when I went and seen my son, I asked him the question that any father would ask his son. Did you do this? And he flat out said, no, I ain't have nothing to do with this. I bought a phone because I know that Friday I was getting paid. But my son, he cut yards, he cut hair, he take out trash. He's a 15-year-old kid, but he's a hustler, and he got more clientele at $10 and $20 grown up. He gets money, and he flat out told me he didn't have nothing to do with this. He bought the phone, and they did something, I forgot what the young people call it, but they turned the phone and they found him with the phone. And he's never been into trouble. Yeah, he skipped a few classes or school or whatever, but nothing criminal. Now, I knew the one kid they called a boogeyman, and he was good too. And I still think he's a good person. But it was like, I think it was 3 more guys. One supposed to be like 22, one 21, and I don't know how old the other guy was, but he's grown me. I don't know him, but I know they grown than that 15 and 16-year-old kid.
Exactly.
You know, and like I said, we go down there, we talk to our son, and first thing I say, knowing how the system can eat you up, I said, we need to get a lawyer. You know, off top, I knew that. And drained my socks here. And we found one lawyer that would work with us. And you know, she got a law firm. So you figure, you know, she's legit.
Mm-hmm.
But she went to court, and we were trying to explain to her, you know, that our son went to Oakland, Madison Center. You know, he had a few focus problems. I don't know all the technical parts of it, but we trying to explain to her, you know, can you at least let the judge and the prosecutors know that, you know, he's a special need kid, you know? And she shut me and my wife down. I feel bad because I should have been more aggressive, but you can't do that nowadays or back then to a lawyer or somebody in that circle of the prosecutor, lawyer, judge. You can't really bark as a black man. I wanted to, and maybe I'm wrong that I didn't, you know, but if I'm just so hurt inside because it's like, now I should have, you know, no, lady, hey, you know, raised my hand, slapped something on the table, you know, to get her to see the urgency that we was trying to get her to present to the judge about our son. And she went in there with the threat of 85 years, you know, and I forgot how old I was, but I knew I don't have that much time. I'm 55 now, you know, and I'm like 85, 45 years. I'll never see my son. So, and I know how Elkhart can do you. So I'm like, well, he's young. If like a 20 do 10, you know, he'll be out at 25. She went up to the judge and the prosecutor. You know how they all go to the bench. Mm-hmm. And they all agreed on this. Because I didn't want to give my son no 85 years for a phone. Yeah, if I'd have had more money and, you know, a house to give up or something, maybe it would have went different. You know, but soon as they agreed on that, they sit back down. The victim or whatever the lady was supposed to be, she said something to some other lady, and the other lady said something to the prosecutor, and next thing you know, the judge said, "We're gonna give my son now 40 years," after they gets agreed on that. And I got ready to stand up, and the lawyer looked at me like, no, don't say nothing, you know, and I didn't want to jeopardize by barking, and then they give my son more time and lock me up too. But I'm like, that ain't what y'all just agreed on, you know, because once they discussed it, she told us what it was going to be. And I was thinking, you know, I hate that he got to go to prison, but 10 years is a lot better than 40 or 50 or 60 or 80, you know. And Elkhart is known for threatening you with a lot of time to get you to plea bargain. And that's probably a lot of black men's fault, mine and other ones, that we are plea just so you don't get all day. But if you get the trial, maybe a mistake would have got us home in 8 years. But, you know, they threaten, man. And when you to them getting away with the stuff they do, you get into it. You know?
Okay, so let's go back. Okay, let's go back because a lot of people still don't know what this whole story is about. So
Okay.
So you keep saying the phone. So did they? Let me finish reading. Okay, let me just finish reading. Then let's go from there because this will all put something together. Okay. So Tavion Nichols, 16 of Elkhart, was sentenced Friday to 45 years in prison for taking part in a burglary where a gun was pulled on a homeowner. It happened last July at a house on West Jackson Boulevard in Elkhart. 2 women and 2 children were home at the time. Police say Nichols and 3 others broke in. Police say at one point they put a gun to a woman's head and pulled the trigger, but the gun didn't fire. In April, one of the women told the court the 4 men involved put a face to the boogeyman and made him real to the children. Nichols will serve 15 years probation after his 45-year sentence is carried out. According to a release from Elkhart County Prosecutor's Office, in handing down the 60-year sentence, Judge Stephen Bowers placed considerable weight on the mitigating factor that the defendant was so young, but then went on to characterize the incident as torture. Judge Bowers also noted that the defendant was an admitted gang member and was active in the gang at the time of the burglary. Jason Creel and Earl Hogan were both sentenced in April to more than 35 years in prison. Clarence Parker II, which is who the story is about, Clarence Parker II has pled guilty and is scheduled to be sentenced on June 3rd, 2013. Now that's what the article says that happened. Now, tell us, what did Clarence plead guilty to? Because y'all was there then, right? Y'all was there at the trial and everything.
There was never a trial.
It was just hearing in the sentence. He didn't go to trial. He plea bargained, but he took a plea.
He took the plea.
Right, and the plea.
His thing went out. So, Angela, the plea was for the 20 years.
You're on mute.
Oh no, she's not on mute. We just can't hear her. Okay, let's go to Lemetrius, or even Auntie Vaughn. Was the plea? Here they come.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, so I don't know about everything about the plea or why he pleaded guilty, or if it was a trade-off deal for him to plead guilty, and then they reduce his sentence, or I don't know exactly what happened with the plea. But from my point of view, is that regardless of him and whoever that was there, that did this crime or whatever, or regardless of, because there sounds like to me it was some speculations. I don't know if the other 2 young men were in gangs or not, but I know my nephew wasn't. I know he wasn't gang related. So there were some speculations on that. I don't know who came up with that and added that to the article. As far
as the gang part.
Yes, as far as the gang.
Can I say something real quick? I'm sorry for interrupting you.
Sure.
And I'm 100% with my sister-in-law, because being an ex-gang member, if my son was gonna be in a gang, he would have been in my gang.
Exactly.
And I didn't bless him in. None of his uncles and none of that blessed him in.
Demetrius back there laughing. Demetrius like, Daddy, come on now, Daddy. Come on.
I just feel like there was a lot of I believe that things could have been handled differently. I don't know who the judge was at that time, but I do know in Elkhart, Indiana, it's a lot of racism It's a lot of, criticism. You get young men hanging with the wrong crowds. You get young girls hanging with the wrong crowds. You get people that's easily influenced, want to be down, and things of that nature. But what I can say about my nephew is that I have 4 boys, and they were all close.
Right.
I thank God that they've never been in the system, but I know for my nephew, I know that he is a good boy. He's a good young man.
Noise in the background.
He's a good young man, and no child is perfect. I'm not putting him on a pedestal because no child is perfect, but I can only tell you what I've experienced from my auntie and from him being over to my home with my boys, with my children. He was well respected. He had a head on his shoulder. He wasn't a bad kid. He was always respectful. But as far as this case, I'm not really sure of everything that's going on or how it happened. But I do believe that he has served his time and he should have been out by now. I do believe that he has been. The system is so crooked. It wasn't a fair trial because by him being 15 at the age, they could have talked him into, saying something that he didn't know absolutely anything about.
Exactly.
Or have him agree to something that he didn't have absolutely nothing about. I do feel like that it should have been broadcast a long time ago. I feel like that they should put, not only the prisons, the jail cells, but even the mayor, the city of Elkhart, Michigan mayor. I do believe that they should, take it to the news, and put them out, on Front Street. Because something has to be done. It's not fair what they're doing to these young men or these children. If you do the crime, you pay the time. Exactly. But in this case, unfortunately, that a cell phone, no one was injured, no one was hurt, no one was killed. Now, if this was a Caucasian family and he was a young African American, now if the tables was reversed, you know what I mean? How would it played out then? And I'm not making this a racial thing. I am just speaking, my opinion of how I feel about things.
You don't have to make a racial thing, Auntie Vine, because I was going to ask that question anyways. Was this family white or was they black? But that's something that it just comes with the territory. That's something that we're going to always ask. Was they white? Was they black? That's just something we're going to ask. So it's up to people that's watching that's gonna make it into a racial thing. But I'm definitely was gonna ask, was they white people? Now, was any of the things that I read, Clarence, was you aware of any of that?
I wasn't aware of this boogeyman thing, but I know my son sent me his transcripts, and they found the gun over one of them other boys' house. But they tried to charge him. How can 4 people have one gun?
True. I always say it take only one person to shoot somebody.
Right. Then the gun supposed to have been broke. Broke. Not like just ain't got a clip, but it's supposed to have been broke. I ain't see it, but this is what's coming out later.
Never presented in court.
And like I said, this lady, the reason they pulled my son in it, because he used to go over there. She had these big old dogs. Not Great Danes, but like horses. Killer dogs, right? And my son, such a good person, he was able to go over there and clean their pen out. He doing a $200 job for $20 for this lady, because she had no money. He knew that. My daughter go over there and clean their house up for like $40. And
not even $40.
Not even $40.
She would go over there and clean her whole house up for $5 because of the situation that the lady was going through. They knew she didn't have anything, so this was all some bull crap. The lead detective that was on the case, we already know he was on some BS because for some reason he don't like Clarence, Big Clarence, and he most definitely don't like me. So he couldn't get to me. He couldn't get to Clarence dad. So he got to our son. I'm just gonna put it out there just like that.
And like I said, you know, it's just the whole thing stinks on that half. But I want to change gears and talk about the prison, if y'all allow me.
Yeah.
Because
yes, we would definitely allow you. But just one more question.
Okay.
They're asking in the chat the cell phone. Like, where did the cell phone come in at?
Okay.
The cell phone was supposed to be taken from the house.
And one of the boys
the cell phone was taken from the house. And they happened to find the cell phone on Clarence.
Yes.
Okay. So we were just trying to clear that up. Okay. Now go ahead. Let's jump into the prison system. Because we got some pictures to show on that. This is kind of strange to me.
Okay, my thing is they sentenced him the time, right? Now he was in Wabash. Do anybody know where Wabash at?
No. At least I don't, and I'm sure Jason don't.
It's an hour. I think
it's right before Indy, like before you get to Indianapolis. Probably
it's down there. Okay, but
Wabash is past Indianapolis.
It's past Indianapolis. I drove it a few times to see him, but what I'm saying is down there is like 100% white officers. Every yard or house got a General Lee or Frederick flag. My son did 10 years down there, got his GED, thinking for change, parenthood, anger management, you know, learned Spanish, Islam, you know, Arabic, speak Arabic. I mean, he grew down there in a hostile environment being a black man. He come up here to Michigan City prison where it's ran by 90% blacks out of Gary, out of Michigan City, and some out of South Bend work there. He go up there 3 months. Now they telling me my son is a vegetable?
Yeah.
How the hell that happened?
Y'all don't have no idea how this has happened.
No. Well, we can't say Clarence did before they cut off the communication.
Oh, yeah.
Clarence left a very thorough message to my mom. He was like, if anything happened to me, then these are the people that did. He started listing people off. And it's not funny. It's really hard to say because after that voice message, we have not heard from Clarence in over 8 months. So that's like,
meanwhile, I don't mean to cut you off, but it was like literally 3 months. 3 months after he stopped talking to us is when everybody tried to make some noise trying to get some contact with him. Yep. And then 5 months later, we're still trying to get somebody to talk to us about him.
They even went to the point where they had somebody come on the phone and act like they were Clarence. My mom was like, Molly, Kamimi, do this sound like Clarence? It's not funny. We cannot make this up. They had someone pretend like they were Clarence at one point to get us to stop calling the prison. Like, we were calling the prison so many times to speak to Clarence. Like, they just threw somebody on the phone and they acted like they were Clarence.
And they couldn't even act like they was him because my mom was like, what's my birthday? And if you don't know her birthday, come on now. How you don't know?
So y'all just stopped hearing him just out the blue. He just no phone calls, no nothing.
No calls.
The last phone call I got from little Clarence, he was telling me, he said, Mom, he said, I fear for my life. If something happened to me, that's when he named off the officers that were threatening him and that was putting stuff in his food. And he was like, Mom, they're trying to cut off all my communications from you. So after he said that, the phone switched off. And I haven't heard from my son since.
Then he did a power of attorney because he wanted to give his mama power over him in case something like this go.
Yep.
That letter never made it.
I do have this up on the screen for those that are not able to see it. It said this is from Clarence.
Yeah.
And it says in red, and I think, Angela, I think you wrote this in red. This is from my son. He clearly says the prison trying to stop family conversations. June 4th, 2021 at 2:18 p.m. Now, this is an email. He can email y'all.
Yeah, email us. They took his tablet from him, so we have no communication with him at all now.
See, they let the prisoners now have a tablet. You can do online visits. They can write you at any time, and it was great at first. But once he told his mom, he was like, "Mom, I fear for my life." The one guard and him got into it. I don't know what it was about, but then they started bringing his food to him in the cleaning cart with chemicals underneath and a tray on top. Huh?
I said, and where they put the trash at, you know how he said you rolled the trash out to the yard or whatever. He said that they were putting his food on top of the same thing they take the trash out on. The carts they take the trash out.
Yeah.
Now on here it says I need you to keep calling up here until they get me a working tablet where the phone app works. The one they gave me is broken. The phone app never worked. That's why I haven't been able to call. And when I write messages, they don't be going through. So I don't have any way to contact you. They're trying everything they can to keep me from contacting you.
Yep.
Now, when he first got there, Clarence, everything was all gravy.
Yep. For the first 2 weeks, everything was fine.
Yeah. But like I said, I don't understand it, but I do because I did time, and I would think something would have happened to him when he was down in Wabash with all them Europeans, I would thought they would have tried to do something to him. And when he got up here to Michigan City, these brothers and sisters, they the one messed my son up. Then they sent him to this other prison. What's the name of that one? Newcastle. Yeah. Now we try to talk to them and try to set up a visit, but now they saying we can't visit him because he won't talk or come out or whatever.
They told us Clarence has no way of talking. They're saying he's basically in like a coma state or something. Yeah. They're saying he doesn't talk, he can't speak. I'm not understanding how can somebody so intelligent just stop speaking, and then it makes us skeptical because because of the voice message that he had left us about if anything happens to him, and while we were calling, we weren't getting no response. So now it's like, how do y'all expect our family to be easy about this situation when the last conversation we had with our brother and son was that he feared for his life, and now you guys are saying that my brother cannot speak at all? I'm not understanding that. My brother is an intelligent person. There's no way that he can't say any words. Like they're saying he cannot talk at all. Like how can somebody be in your custody and not be able to speak? There's something wrong.
Excuse me, Molly. Then we was trying to get it where to see him, and they saying that they can't will him out. But if you, or no, they words was he could harm somebody. But if he can't speak and he ain't moving, he's a prisoner in his mind now. I want to see that they beat my son up, kick him down some steps, or something like that. If
they definitely will have video.
Right.
Now, so I'm saying requested the video.
They won't even let us get past the front door.
They don't.
That's something that we working on, Peachy. When dad and mom told me, I say, do the prison call you back? We don't call them back. So we are trying to get video or even a visit. I did speak with the chaplain yesterday and shared that audio with you, and mom was on the phone, and the chaplain said he went to see Clarence yesterday, and Clarence was okay. He looked okay. And then he came back and said he don't believe he understood what he was talking about. So how can somebody look okay and don't understand something? And I've been in prison, ground inmates who have disabilities, and if they don't look okay, they ain't gonna understand. Just
right.
So what's the reason behind them saying y'all can't come see this man?
It's been so many stories.
First, it started off, he turning down the visit.
Yeah.
He don't want to see nobody. But how can he turn down a visit if he can't speak?
Yeah.
Exactly.
And how about that letter, mom or dad, that when you guys went to visit, somebody wrote the letter.
The guard wrote a letter.
Yeah. They wrote on his cell that I don't want to see nobody. Yep. The counselor went down there personally.
The psychiatrist went down there personally, and she said that wasn't his handwriting, because she told her exact words was it was written by a staff member.
Right, because for him to be a man, now he got handwriting like, the old days, how it flow, and he got some fancy handwriting, man. I'm telling you.
Well, this is one of the letters.
Yeah.
That fake letter. Why would he say he checking on me when I'm writing him daily? Hey, checking on you and seeing how everyone doing. Love you and miss you. Tell the family I said the same. Keep your head up and stay safe. Love you. And it seemed like every punctuation, grammar is on here, but it wasn't on the other ones.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
So I know y'all had paid for attorneys. What part did any attorney play in with this? Did they help at all? Did they, you know what I mean? What did the attorneys do? Because I know that you guys had paid for an attorney to go in to fight this battle for you.
And she ended up, guess what? Today, she got no license, no firm. She threw us under the bus.
And her, she's no longer, I guess she's no longer a lawyer.
And y'all paid them? Y'all paid her?
Yeah, her firm is permanently closed.
Yeah.
I told y'all earlier, we broke the sock drawer.
Yeah.
We didn't think about bonding him out, then get a lawyer. We were thinking get a lawyer because we know Elkhart. You gotta have a paid lawyer.
And one thing about Elkhart, when I was in the street during my crimes, they used to say, people in Elkhart would say, I'd rather catch a murder than to catch a robbery case in Elkhart.
Yeah.
Known fact. I know personally a person up here in South Bend got shot 5 times. Another guy got killed. The guy that did it got 5 years in South Bend.
This is my cousin, Janelle Tyson. She came on my show and told her story. And Janelle, I'm sure you don't mind me telling this right quick, because she literally came on the show and told it. But she was in the army. She was in the military. Her anger got the best of her. And she got in her car and ran over a person. The person didn't die, but she ran him over. And she got 5 years. 5 years for it.
Yeah.
And like she just sat here and said, a cell phone?
Yeah.
This is crazy. This is too much for a cell phone. This is so sad. I'm so hurt hearing this.
But they said that the cell phone was from the home invasion. But what I think that Elkhart 5 thing was going on at that time. Elkhart 4. And I don't want to mention the prosecutor name, the head prosecutor, but he was on something because he was trying to get to a next level of prosecutor. He ended up doing it. He went to Indianapolis and became
Curtis Hill. Let's say his name. Curtis Hill.
Let's say his name.
Let's say
yeah, I was about to say put him on blast. That's what it's about. You need to put him on blast.
I know you can hide nothing. They didn't hide nothing from our son.
Curtis Hill.
What she say? No filter, no edit. We're
No,
not editing.
exactly.
All right. Well, Curtis Hill.
Right on, Molly. Right on.
He was building his career on bodies of black men.
Oh, young black men.
Because ain't no way in no form the Elkhart 4 should have been charged with murder. But he knew that would bring enough attention to him where he can go to the next level. And he tell all his other prosecutors, hit him with the max, threaten him with the max, you know. And that's what they was doing to the young brothers in Elkhart.
Wow.
You know?
Feeding them back.
Yeah, that's some feedback.
But like
Cassandra Walker said, but I'm confused, this is something that we just spoke on, but she said, but I'm confused. Why are they denying y'all the right to see him, especially being in the condition
That's what we've been
that
saying.
they're stating. Why is that? What's the reason?
We came to a conclusion
that they beat him up.
Yep, that he's
and maybe that's what put him in the coma.
They don't want us to see how he looks physically, because if my brother is really like a vegetable, like they're saying, he's not gonna hurt anybody. Y'all can like bring him to see us. I'm not understanding. I feel like his physical appearance is really bad. That's the only reason.
Well, not only that, if something happened on the state watch behind prison bars, you know, you are absolutely entitled for a lawsuit. So they're going to try to hide all the evidence they can. Now, what they're doing in the new prison, I have no idea. If they're trying to rehabilitate him, you know, to get him back to come to his senses or whatever Michigan City did to him, for them to ship him over to Castle Prison, you know what I mean? So they're not, that's why I'm glad y'all did this, so everybody can be exposed. Because everybody has to be exposed. Michigan City, Elkhart Police Department, Newcastle Prison, wherever he is now, everybody has an accountability now, because whoever has dealt with him, the attorneys, the prosecutor, the judges, whoever, they have to be exposed. And if something has happened to little Clarence, you know, on their watch, he went in there perfectly fine. He was healthy. He was in his right mind. You know what I mean? And now all of a sudden he's not functional. You know, he can't communicate on his own. He has no idea of what's going on, or probably who his family is, because they won't allow anyone to come in to see him. He doesn't have a voice. So it's not fair for them to say that you guys can't see him. It's not fair to him, you know, because he wants to see his family. So in order for them not to allow y'all to see, they're covering up something that they have done wrong to him. And it's not right. It's not fair. That's why I say air the dirty laundry. Take it to the newscast if you want. Take it to 22, whoever. You know, sometimes I always say people are in cahoots. You know, judges are just washed up lawyers. You know, so at the same time, you never know who you're going to get. But what I can say, I serve a mighty God, and God has the last say so. God has the last word, and I know that God is able. You know, and God will see all of this through. All of this through. As I tell y'all before, keep your heads up and just keep praying, because what we can't see, God already knows. He knows. And all this is happening for a reason. It is not a coincidence. All this is happening for a reason. For a reason. For people to actually see and hear what's going on. Because we don't know what goes on behind closed doors. We don't know what's going on behind those prison bars. We have no idea. But everyone has a voice. And if we don't stand up and take up for him now, nobody will. Mom, you take initiative, you know, to continue to fight for him, because if you don't do it, nobody else will. You have to be his voice. You have to continue to fight for him. Nobody else but you and the circle who God puts in, you know, your lives, you know, to help. You know, I thank God for this podcast. I thank God for everybody that's joined. And I thank God for everybody who's communicating and who has a voice and who is actually responding, because it's not fair. It is time to speak up. It is time to speak out. This is something that we have to do. Us, excuse me, as Black folks, as African Americans, have done way too much, have suffered way too much, too long, you know, and we have to come forward and say something. Open our mouths, say something. I don't care who it is. We all bleed the same colors. Our skin is just different. God created us different, but we are all the same. No one is better than no one else. No one. I don't care if it's a judge. I don't care if it's a cop. I don't care if it's a pastor. I don't care who it is. We are all the same. We all bleed the same color. Now, the choices that we make is totally up to us.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But it is time for us to take a stand and do something and do what's right. Take it somewhere for somebody else to hear. You know, yeah. And frankly, I get sick and tired of things and stuff that goes on. You know, but we all have a voice. Fight. We have to fight for what we know. We have to fight for what's right. We always have to prove ourselves to other people, and we shouldn't, you know. Yeah. But if we don't do it, who else will?
Yeah, I think Janelle Tyson in the comments hit it on the nail. She says, you have it up there. Thank you. So Newcastle is a medical prison, and to ship him there, you just don't go there for nothing, right?
Exactly. Oh, I don't mean to interrupt anybody, but when we called one of the times, mind you, we went up there. We went up there, me and my mom, my dad, and we went up there. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We went up there. One of the guards had slipped up. We because the dude we were talking to, his I want to say the person that's over him, he said we can come see Clarence at first. Before we showed up, he was on board with it. He was like, yeah, you guys can come see him. So we drive 3 hours up there to go see Clarence. So we get to the facility. The lady at the front desk, she was like, he just got out the hospital. She wasn't supposed to tell us that. He was not at the jail. He was at the hospital. And then she slipped up. My mom was like, what was he at the hospital for? She stopped talking to my mom. She went in the back and never came back out. Then they sent us home. They was like, well, you can't see him. His visits was denied, but one of the guards had started laughing. He was like, are you going to come talk to these people about this situation? Then 10 minutes later, some dude came out and talked to us. He was like, well, we can't let you see him. He's refusing the visit. We don't know what's going on. So we go home. My mom keep calling the new jail. She called them again, well, the new prison. She called them again. And then what is his name? Because I don't want to keep saying the dude.
Hubert
told my mom on the phone. He was like, well, right now Clarence is in the infirmary. We Googled it. The infirmary was only for like if some serious stuff is going on. There's no way my brother should have been in the infirmary after he left the hospital. They had transferred him to a hospital and then back to the infirmary. There's something really going on in this prison, and I feel like
all I want to know is what's wrong with him. That's all I want to know.
Why did he have to go to the infirmary? I'm not understanding. Like, I feel like they really beat my brother to the point where physically he's not okay. And it's bringing me back to this moment. But it's like, it has to be something going on. Why can't we see my brother? Y'all won't let him call. We can't see pictures. I know everybody has a heart. If it was really nothing going on, somebody could have took a picture and showed us, or a video like, your son is okay. No, I feel like they really did something physically wrong to him, his being, and he's not put together. There's no way that he should have been in the infirmary. Why is he in the infirmary if y'all saying y'all checking on his mental health? I'm not understanding.
No, it's the only thing is that he's not talking.
That's what they keep saying is mental health. But no, it's something wrong.
If he's not talking, why are y'all taking him back and forth to the hospital?
Literally, the hospital. Something is wrong.
Well, why didn't they contact the parents when something did go wrong?
Yeah.
Because, okay, listen. Let me tell you about what they told me. They told me that I had no right to my son. My son was awarded a part of the state now. Since he's in prison. They said ain't nothing I can do but just sit at home and wait on him to contact me. But it ain't nothing that I can do.
And we do know yesterday, talking to the chaplain Jason and Peachy and T-Vine, the chaplain, who's a guy, I would take it, he kept relying on past incidents. he would say people who come here be on drugs. Now we're not we talking about Clarence, but my 8-year-old can say 2 + 2 equal, right? So basically, if Clarence was on drugs, how did he get those drugs? Because when he was 15 years old, they gave him that 20 or whatever years they gave him to better himself, and today he's worse than when he went in, Jason.
So that's what they're saying, that he had took some drugs, and that's what put him in the state.
Yeah, so he's like supposed to be in like a drug coma, whatever they want to call that. But I know my son
as a pharmacy technician, everything is a drug. Everything you put into your body, just about, it has some type of effect on your body. Now, some is much worse than others, you know, but everything has some type of harm effect to your body. Now, what they're giving them, I don't know. But it can break down certain systems in your body, including your mind being mentally. I don't know what it is that they're giving him.
I don't think that, honestly, like, he got into some bad drugs or something like that, because Lil Clarence literally spent damn near 9 years at Newcastle, no problem. Did all these plus programs, graduated, got his G, did all this. And it's just like, boom, he moved to Michigan City, and
I don't like.
Y'all can't fool me and
it's
tell
not
me.
sitting right with me how they're saying
Y'all
that
I can't do that.
It's not, because the video when Clarence said, "Mama, they putting stuff in my food," they're not gonna tell me my brother just leaped to get on drugs in this prison. He said it out his own mouth before the communication got lost. I'm not believing that my brother just jumped on some drugs or something.
Exactly.
Clarence said it before he knew the last conversation, before everything got cut off. He knew something. God had put it on his spirit. Something was going on for him to tell us that they're doing all of this to him, and if something happened to him. And now it's complete silence. My brother did not just decide to take drugs or whatever.
Exactly.
This is wrong. I don't know. I don't care.
You're telling me that my son is a vegetable, because my son is not a vegetable.
It is something they did.
Now, I do have a little recording that he did. Y'all don't be paying attention to everything. Not y'all, but people that watch it. Don't pay attention to everything y'all see. This is the only way I can play it. So this is actually 7 minutes long, so I'm just gonna play just a little bit of it. And this is Clarence actually talking to you all. Here we go.
Hunger strike for rice. Explanation and reason for hunger strike. I will not speak another word at this prison. UINT. Period. I will not eat or accept another meal at this prison. UINT. Period. You will not force me to speak, nor will you force me to eat. To do so would then be a violation of my religious rights and civil rights.
Now, let me ask this question. In order for me to get this, y'all already had this. Number one.
Yeah.
So, when did y'all get this recording? As far as from when y'all stopped talking to him? I mean, he stopped calling y'all.
The last phone call, and that was back at the end of August, the beginning of October. Okay, that was the last thing, and he told me, he said, "Mom, grab another phone. I want you to record this." He said, "Because I'm giving this to you. I need you to have this because I feel like they're trying to do something. Something's going to happen to me. So you will have this for your protection and for my protection." He said, "Just record this and keep it for me."
This was back, I want to say this had to have been at least almost, 8 months ago now?
Yeah.
Since we talked to him.
Okay. Well, here goes some more of it. Angela, I'm so sorry.
As well. I have the right to practice my religion of choice, and my religion is Islam. You ISP staff members mishandled my religionist materials and personal property, and during that process, you ISP staff lost all of my religionist materials and personal property. Oppression, oppression, oppression. I will not be oppressed. I am a Muslim, and I am to offer salat, worship 5 times a day at the prescribed times. And the place I pray is to be clean, along with myself and the clothing I wear. The clothing I wear is filthy, given to me by ISP staff. Clothing covered in urine stains and been worn by another individual or individuals at some point in time. The place I am to pray in DCH 123 East Bubble Cell is filthy. And even though the staff are aware that they lost my property and I was placed in DCH 123 East from DCH 115 West with absolutely nothing except that which I was wearing, and have not had a toothbrush, toothpaste, or floss since 8/25/2021, the day I was placed in the bubble cell. And today is 9/11/2021, and I still haven't been given a toothbrush, toothpaste, or floss, nor shower shoes to shower in since 8/25/2021.
Jason, what you got to say about all this?
First
We're
and
going to
foremost,
a little bit more, but what do you got to say about all this right now?
I'm saying, first and foremost, my heart goes out to you guys. It's just crushing. Secondly, Wallah, assalamu alaikum, my brother. I have a soft spot for all this right now because here's my thing, man. First and foremost, I never knew about the certain law thing that you guys have in Indiana, but there's absolutely in no way in God's green earth that a 15-year-old that is an accomplice should get 40 years in prison for a home invasion. Just doesn't sit right with me. Like that is baffling. I currently have a cousin in Virginia doing 5 for a similar offense, and he shot the person. I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? So to give this young man 40 years is crazy. Like, and to go further on, let's just say, let's skip that part and say he did 10. He did 10 and became rehabilitated. There's no sight of recidivism for this young man at all. He learned 2 different languages, fully got a GED, and now he's ready to be put back into the world civilization. He's not going to commit those same crimes that he committed before. Not only just because he's learned new things and changed his life over and committed himself and devoted himself to a religion that doesn't even see fit that type of anger, but he has evolved as a person. He was once 15, he is now in his 20s. Like, it just doesn't see fit. So again, I really see some real corrupt going on here with this. It doesn't sit well with me. So if anything, and going forward, 37 people that's in here, the hundreds that it may reach after this, we really got to get this young man out. He has a possibility of still living a fulfilled life. There will be a lot of help that will be needed for him to fight back from all the wrong that has been done to him. But this family should reap a lot from the justice system for the mishap that has happened to this young man in amongst of these years. So it's crazy. I am so sorry to hear this from you guys. I was thinking one thing, but to hear it even more from, saying the voices of you people, from you guys, is breathtaking. Like, I'm in awe of the mistreatment of our people and this young man in the last few years. Like, it's crazy. And especially now within the last 8 months, you hear this young man speaking intelligently, properly, and engaged in what he will and won't do. And then all of a sudden you try to tell us that he is not doing anything anymore and he's not coherent with anything. That don't see right. You can't tell me that. I am not Boo Boo the Fool. I wasn't born yesterday. And I know simple things. I know common sense. And the common sense is telling me that you guys are doing something extremely wrong to this man.
And I want to say this as well, Jason. The family was not aware of this, but we are actually streaming on 3 different platforms. So we got a lot more than the 37 people that's watching. We really got a lot of people watching. Now, Yumika says she wanted to say something. Go ahead, Yumika.
Yeah, I just want to say, when I met with the family the other day, they showed me his paperwork. And something stood out that we're definitely looking into. He originally took a plea bargain. And for those that don't understand, plea bargains are usually a deal that the state make with you and dismiss other charges in an effort to get you to sign what they want you to sign. So they threw out some charges, and they recently brought them back up over the last few years and tagged them on to this baby sentence.
They're
How
not supposed
can
to
they
do
do
that.
that?
They can't do that.
I was always told that once you take a plea, that's it.
Everything else
And
is
that's
expunged.
exactly
It's gone.
what
Yep, you can't.
truly piqued our interest in taking this, because that should not happen. That's not supposed to happen. So I have no clue, but we are definitely going to get to the bottom of this, because I mean, those that are watching that is from Elkhart, they know this type of crooked thing happens all the time. And as they mentioned Curtis Hill earlier, y'all, he was a mess. He broke up so many families through the late 90s to the early 2000s, including mine. So I'm taking this personal. Like I said earlier, this is very personal to me.
So, Yumika, what is the next step? What is the next step as far as getting justice for this family, getting them to be able to see Clarence, being able to, because if he is in the state, because as far as I'm concerned, y'all don't even know if he's really in the state or not. You don't know if he really can't talk, if he can't walk. Y'all don't know because y'all ain't seen him.
So
they could be lying. They could just be making anything up.
Absolutely. And that's the way I feel.
Absolutely. Our first step as Justice of Michiana, we are trying to make contact to make sure Mr. and Mrs. Parker get to see their child before we make any more moves. But moving forward, we need to deal with this extra charge, because that extra charge is the reason he's still sitting there. And we don't get it. He should be home by now.
Yep.
And they tricked this 15-year-old into signing a document to agree to something that he probably didn't even understand. As Vaughn said earlier, 15-year-olds can't buy alcohol and cigarettes, but they can sign away their life. I need to understand this.
So, Clarence. Is Clarence up here? He ain't even up here. I'm sorry, Clarence. There you
right
go.
Here.
Clarence.
Come here.
Were you? No, I got him up there.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he can stay where he is.
Yeah, I'm here.
Clarence,
go back over
was
there.
you in when your son got locked up, and when they start questioning him? Were you in the room with him, being that he was 15 years old?
No.
In the interrogation room, let me call it that
No.
way.
They wouldn't let me or Clarence go back with him.
Nope.
Hey, Peachy.
Yes.
Watch this. Angela and Mr. Clarence, was y'all able to speak at his sentencing?
No, they told us not to say nothing at his sentencing. We wanted to speak on behalf of our son. They told us just to sit down and not say nothing.
Nope.
So to me, in my mind, that's absolutely against the law, because he's a minor.
They wouldn't let us say nothing.
We told his lawyer.
We can't hear you.
Right, but they waived him, and they made him a dog.
Regardless, you still have that right.
You hear me now?
Yes, we hear you.
Okay, but soon as I got to be able to talk to my son, first thing I said, we want stories. So that way they can't talk to him no more. But from my understanding, he didn't say nothing to him. But like I said, the lawyer, she the one that did all the damage. Because, lawyers, they educated and this and that. I know anybody can be crooked, but you want to believe that you got a shot now. I got a paid lawyer, not a public defender.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, well, she gonna, fight for my son. But when the other party was able to stand up and speak and say this and say that, we had at least 30 people in the court building.
That wanted to speak on Clarence's behalf.
That he did yard work for.
Yeah.
He had a lady that the football coach, wanted to speak, and the lady that worked at Family Dollars that he did trash takeout for her. I mean, it wasn't just us. It was other people wanted to speak in his behalf, but none of it was able to be said. We had his counselor from Oakland and Madison Center.
His coaches from Central, his coaches from school.
It was a lot of people that wanted to say something in his behalf. But like I said,
they just wouldn't hear it.
But like I said, I blame myself a lot because I should have acted a fool in there, But at the same time, you're like, man, I can't do no good with my family if I'm locked up too,
Exactly.
But it's just wrong to the point where all we asking y'all now is, okay, y'all done punished him. Now he's a prisoner in his mind. He can't hurt nobody. Why you can't wheel him out there and let his mama see him?
I think that's the big thing.
Even if he do the whole 20, that young man will have more time in prison than he did on the street.
His life being born.
You go in prison 15, you do 20 years, you 35 now. You got more time in prison than out on.
Exactly.
It's crazy what they doing, and it's not just our family. It's other kids out there. It's other young men out there. Tyvon, the guy they said was the boogeyman. That's bullshit. I met that young man. He done lost his mama. He got no daddy. He in there by himself now. He calls us, talk to me and my wife.
Yep.
Wow.
And like I said, these ain't bad kids. Well, they grown now, but it was just crazy. What Curtis Hill installed in all the prosecutors, man.
Yep.
I guarantee you, if somebody get every record for the last
25,
if somebody get all the cases for the last 30 years in Elkhart, I bet you 100% of them was plea bargains. Because they scared them young men, and they scared me years ago. Shit.
And that's what's years ago.
I was a criminal 30 years ago. They scared the shit out of me talking about 50 years.
Wow. Now we are taking call-ins at this time.
What it is when you're 15 in front of the judge. He already sitting up. Okay.
Sitting up high.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say this, Peachy.
It ain't right, man.
That the chaplain is watching our short tonight.
Hi, Chaplain.
Hi, Chaplain.
Chaplain, could you please make sure that the family can see Clarence, Chaplain? Please. It's their child. It's their child.
So
we want to see yours. Hold on. Just 1 second. Just 1 second. Just 1 second. Listen here, Chaplain. Listen here. You don't know me, Chaplain, and I don't know you. But all I'm saying is, if this was your child, Chaplain, you would want some answers. You would want to see your child. If you can make this happen, Chaplain, please make this happen. This could be the last time. If Clarence is in the state that y'all saying he is, this could be the last time that they see their child. Angela's child that she birthed. Clarence's child that he helped conceive. The sisters, brothers. Talk to whoever you got to talk to, Chaplain. Because at the end of the day, Chaplain, you're watching this story right now. At the end of the day, you got to live with this. And the rest of the people that got something to do with what's going on got to live with this for the rest of your life. And this is something that I know. Okay? Now, Now that we done with that PSA, let's bring Molly back on up. Ulissa, Demetrius, Jason, Angela and Clarence, Bernardo, Clarence, and Yamika. Sorry, y'all. I just had to do a PSA right quick for Chaplin.
You know what I want to say, Peachy? Sometime, and I'm sure Dad can vouch to this. It's prison guards that have a heart in prison that's there to do their job, right? Exactly. And then you got the ones that go overboard and want to make their life more hell. And just speaking with the chaplain yesterday, I was grateful that he stopped. He said, "I'm gonna stop and go see him and call you back." Yes, to keep their word. So far, our communication been great, and I think what you said today, Peachy.
My eyes are burning from crying.
Say that again, Bernardo.
The chaplain can make a difference, and I've been the chaplain head clerk, where I seen my chaplain and Chaplain Caldwell go that extra mile. Even when staff was saying don't, he still went because of Christ.
Amen.
Amen. You better say it. You better say it. Now, is there anything else that you all would like to say at this time? Before y'all say anything, let's just go to the cop. Just for Michiana says, "Speak, Peachy, speak." PSA, chaplain. PSA. Tell them cuz. Indiana is a racist city. If you're black, you're a suspect. Sad they treating children like this. And Adriana, you know, we focus a lot on Indiana because Bernardo is bringing people from Indiana onto Peachy News. But this is going on everywhere.
Yep.
Everywhere. And I'm sure Adriana knows this, but this is going on everywhere in America. Shout out to Jason with AFC Podcast on YouTube. Y'all go check him out. Jason deal with nothing but babies. He's my mentor on here, but he deal with nothing but babies and young kids that's getting murdered out here in these streets. You know what I'm saying? YouTube. Y'all, I love celebrity gossip. I do. But this is what needs to be brought out. This type of stuff. The news, they ain't bringing it out unless pressure is applied.
Yo.
When pressure get applied, that's when the news start complying with everything. That's when CNN kicks in. But until then, we have to continue to bring out these stories, the stuff that so many people say, "Tanya, where did you get these from?" The missus, I ain't heard this. And you're not going to. If you're not doing what I'm doing.
Yeah.
That's why I'm bringing it out to y'all.
Yep.
This story right here is sad. If Clarence ain't killed nobody, and I've seen some 15-year-olds that literally killed somebody and was still out by the time they turned 21. As long as they did good in juvenile, and then, you know, they go to the jail or the prison when they turn 18. You know, they get right out. But y'all can't nobody make me believe that this shit right here is right. At the age of 15.
And he had a mental disability.
And I understand that, but even if he didn't, Bernardo have a mental issue. At the age of 15 for burglary, because y'all found somebody's damn cell phone on him, he should not be serving no 40 doggone years. There's no way at all.
I'm going to say this real quick. I personally know a guy that it was self-defense. A guy stabbed him. He shot him. The guy died. Got 25 years. Made it home in 12 and a half years.
Look at him. This is why I tell you. This is what I just did. Now, prime example. We sitting out here on our broadcast. The police just walked up here to us talking about why everybody's sitting in their vehicles.
No. That's because I spoke to him.
No,
he was right here.
He came from the side. Thought he
from the side.
Something ain't right. Mm-hmm. But I don't mind him walking around. Do your job.
You ain't doing nothing but trying to bring awareness to our situation.
I started to put him on there and ask him what he think about it.
Right.
That's now we still do have the phone lines open.
Right.
If you would like to call in 470-519-0766. Feel free to call in. We will be wrapping up the show shortly. But before we wrap up the show, I'm going to, because I know we all been on here for a while now. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to play a little video. For those that's not aware, I am also an internet radio host at Hits 92.3, the real definition of internet radio. Jason is a radio DJ for his TikTok just as well. So I still have to get this music on in here. So we're going to go ahead and play this. If y'all have to, do some little pottying and shit, now is the time. So here we go.
All right.
All I need in this life is sin. It's me and my girlfriend. Down the ride to the very end. It's me and my girlfriend. All I need in this life is sin. It's me and my girlfriend. Down the ride to the very end. It's me and my girlfriend. Look for me. Cruising down the street, I got her right beside me. Wrapped up in the love is where you always find me. I can't get enough, I can't stop talking about it. She tell me what she wants, she don't like no surprises. She let me lead the way, she know I lead the way. So by how she dripping, got her so excited. No matter the distance, we gon' party cloud. They gon' try to kill us, but we gon' survive. I'm not gon' lie, you can try if you dare, but you're not. Make our love and die. All I need in this life is sin. It's me and my girlfriend. Down the ride to the very end. It's me and my girlfriend. All I need in this life is sin. It's me and my girlfriend. Down the ride to the very end. It's me and my girlfriend. She complimenting my style and my drip on. Cutie smiling, Lucci Wiley, I'm proud of my bit on. Knew it's time to give a diamond, ain't talking no risk, no. Ain't a better time than this to go take me a risk, no. Don't know how I let you get so close to me.
All right, y'all. That was Vanny Poe Allen. Vanny Poe Allen, y'all can check him out on all platforms. Y'all go check him out. And we're gonna bring Jason back. There we go. Jason,
that's my guy. That's my guy, Vonnie Allen Poe.
Yes, you are the person that brought him to me. I'm talking about some Vanny. You ain't tell me the name.
Nah, it's okay. Vonnie Allen Poe, man. I rock with a lot of independent
artists. I apologize.
You good?
But yes, Jason, how are you feeling right now with this story?
Man, I'm telling you, at this current moment, I promise I want to do all that I possibly can. I know I'm in Minneapolis and Minnesota area, and it's hard to really do much over here for you guys. The best that I can do and will do is make sure that I continue to share this story and your story as well. And then I'm gonna just try to link with some of the people that are doing social justice here in Minneapolis and see what is possible out that way. And do our best, man, because if this man and God pray that he is doing healthy still and still with us on this earth, he needs to be free, and y'all need reparation for all the pain and suffering that y'all been through, especially him. You know what I'm saying? Especially him. He needs everything given back to him. We can't give him the years back, but we can make everything from today forward the best for him as possible, because he's been done a very bad injustice and it's not right. So again, you know how I do it, man. Look, ain't don't even worry about where I'm at. Like, you ain't even got to find me at this moment. It ain't even about me and what I do. It's about this young man, Clarence. Was it the junior? I want to call him junior. Or was it the third?
The second.
The second. There we go. I apologize. So Clarence the second. We spoke, as you all just heard. We heard from everyone in the family. Just about. Shout out to the other brothers and sisters that couldn't make it, but this young man is loved immensely. So make sure that we do our weekend. And did you hear his voice? And when we first came in, I might be having him on my show soon.
Just in case they ain't hear it. Let's do it. Let's run that bit. Let's run a bit.
But I know you won't leave me, 'cause you need me. Just that as I need you, fight for the love really true. They hate me, but I know you don't, 'cause right is right and wrong is wrong.
Man, shout out CP2. That's what we're gonna call. I don't know what his artistry name is gonna be or what it is, but shout out CP2. You hear me? CP2 gonna be on CTV radio. You hear me? He gonna get everything back. Everything is gonna come to him in abundance. I pray nothing but love and peace over you guys as a family. Again, my heart goes out to you. This ain't about me. It's about y'all, and we here to help y'all as much as we possibly can.
All right. Now y'all heard from Jason. You heard from Jason. You know what I'm saying? We love Jason. We just love him. Don't be trying to check Jason out, y'all. Jason married, okay? We had some issues in the comments about a few weeks ago. Jason married. But next we got to pull up. We got to pull up my girl Demetrius. Hey, Demetrius.
Hello.
Demetrius, is there anything that you want to say at our closing tonight?
Okay, I just want to say, if y'all can, when y'all see this video, could y'all like share it and who's now? 1 second, my bad.
Take your time.
When y'all see this video, could y'all share it and just use the hashtag let us see him? Just like let's see him. Yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Just use the hashtag him because we want to see him. We want to check on his well-being, make sure everything is okay. Because of despite of like what the newspaper saying and things like that, me personally, I don't care about it. But as of like right now, the situation that they're really not letting us see him, and all we want to do is see him. That's all.
Okay. Demetrius, I want to say this. You remind me a lot of myself. I do a lot of laughing. A lot of giggling, but they say that the laughing is the stop from crying. Mm-hmm. The laughing blocks a lot of the tears. So what I want to say to you, sweetheart, keep smiling, keep laughing, and it's okay to cry. It's okay to cry. Because at the end of the day, I have a brother. My brother's in and out of the system, baby. In and out. When people call my phone, they be like, where your brother ain't locked up? That first thing they say. I be like, no, not this time. Or yes, he locked up. But I do a lot of laughing to keep from crying. So keep smiling, keep laughing, but always know it's okay to shed a few tears, baby. It's okay. Mm-hmm. All right? We're going to pull you down. Don't go off. Like, remember we talked about this already. Don't go off. So we're going to pull her down. Next, we are going to pull up Molly. Hey, Molly boo.
Hey.
Now, Molly, we have come to the end of our show. What would you like to say to everybody that's out there watching right now?
I would like to say we need y'all prayers. We need help. We need justice. We trying to bring Clarence home. This is hard. Y'all seen the pictures at the beginning of the video. This is someone that was supposed to have been here to protect us, teach us right and wrong, help us. Like, this is my brother. This is my twin. Like, we had so many pictures together. We need my brother home. There's no way. There we go now. We need our brother home. Brother, son. And it's been too long.
Is this his baby, Molly?
No, that's my baby. That was my first one.
Oh, this your baby, Molly?
Yep, my first one. We went to take her to go see her uncle.
Oh, Molly, she's so precious. How old is she now, Molly?
She's 6 now.
6 years old?
Yeah, she's 6. Yeah,
so that goes to show y'all how long this man has been in, this young man. I'm going to say that. He was a boy when he went in. Young man has been in there. He is holding his niece. And the niece now is 6 years old.
His first niece. He was so excited.
Wow.
That's when he was in Wabash. And that's when we were actually able to be closer to him. Even though it was a drive, but we still felt so much closer to him when he was in Wabash.
Exactly. All right. Well, is there anything else you want to say, Molly?
Nope. Just prayers and love. And thank you guys all for tuning in, watching us. And us hearing your feedback, it brings a lot to us. Thank you guys for actually taking the time to hear us and understand our story. We thank you so much. Because you guys are the people. You guys are the help. We all have to stick together. No matter what color, race, none of that.
You are so right, sweetheart. You are so right. Thank you so much, Molly. Next, we're going to bring up Auntie Vine.
Ooh.
Auntie Vine, you done came on here. You done started preaching to us. You done said your thing. Baby. Auntie Vine, I know you got something to say for us right now. What do you have to say for everybody out there that's watching?
First, I would like to thank all my family and friends that connected. I would like to thank you guys for the opportunity for our voices to be heard, and for other people to share their thoughts and their comments. I would like to just, thank everyone for participating, and please don't, give up on my nephew. Everyone, please do what you can, if you're willing, to help support and reach out to.
Oh, you froze up a little bit, Auntie Vine. Okay, Auntie Vine, we gotta bring you down. We're gonna bring you down, Auntie Vine. Okay, we had to bring Auntie Vine down. Now we finna bring up Ulissa, you on mute. I need you to unmute yourself. There you go. Ulissa. Is there anything that you want to say to everyone out there that's watching?
Basically, everybody already said what I was gonna say, but I just want to thank everybody for coming on, watching, and getting everybody's voices heard. But as my sister Mimi said, please just like and share this video and use the hashtag Let Us See Him, because we're trying to get this nationwide.
Now, Ulissa, let everybody know how important it is to share this video.
It's very important to share this video, because us as the family has not seen our brother, and we're really worried about him.
Exactly.
And as my mom, I know she's worried, because I know she's worried, because that's the only son right there.
Wow. All right. Well, thank you so much, Ulissa, for joining us tonight. Please do not log off. I'm going to play my outro, but I still want y'all to stay on. So I'm going to pull you back down. Then I'm going to pull up Bernardo. And I'm going to pull up Yumika because they're both part of Justice for Michiana. Vice President Yumika and CEO founder Vernado. What do y'all have to say for people that's out there right now? That's watching?
You know what? I'm on here every week, so I'm gonna let my vice president speak for the organization.
Okay, well, we just gonna go ahead and pull you back down. Bye. Go ahead, Miss Yumika.
First, I want to say to my hometown, listen, y'all, if we haven't come together as a community ever, it needs to happen now.
Yes.
Angie and Clarence need our help as a community. We have to stand strong. This is sad what their son is going through. And any other community that's watching, we appreciate all the help, all the love. But right now, I am asking my community to please, let's pull together. And Peachy, I truly thank you for having us on. I truly thank you for providing this platform for families like theirs. It's needed, and we appreciate you.
Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. Sometimes I wonder if what I'm doing makes a difference. But I must truly, truly, truly say that in this moment right now, I know that what I do makes a difference. I thank each and every one of you all for coming on this platform. I really do. It's not about views. It's not about none of that. Subscribers. I always tell people, please subscribe, please share, like this video. But honestly, y'all, it's not about that. It's about making a change. Because to me, that's more important than any clicks and views. Any of them. Making sure that my kids are able to walk these streets, are able to go outside and play. I'd rather have that to where I don't have bad anxiety. I'd rather have that all day long than any of this. But I know that I have to do this in order for my kids to be comfortable and for me to be comfortable with them to walk out that door of mine. As long as they're in my house, I feel like we're fine. But when they walk out that door, hands down, you don't know what's going to happen. You just don't know. So I thank y'all. Because at the same time, y'all are teaching me. Y'all are showing me something new. So I appreciate it, Yumika. I really, really do. I know this is the beginning of even more, being that you're now the vice president of Justice for Michiana. So I welcome you. I welcome you. And I can't wait to see you again.
Thank you.
And please continue to help this family. Because they definitely need it. They definitely need it. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and pull you back down. And please stay up. Now, who's next? We gonna bring up Clarence. Clarence, you next.
All right.
Clarence. I'm gonna ask you and Angela the same two questions. Question number one. If everybody can hit mute for a second. Hit mute everybody on their mic. Okay. Is everybody on mute? I think my computer is doing all types of stuff playing. Oh, you can't hear me? Okay, Jason, come back up. If you can hear me. Okay, can you hear me now? No. Jason, come back up.
Yeah, it's his mic. It's whoever he's near.
You can hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah, you're good.
Oh, look, I was just talking about Jason, come up. I thought I was going to have to go back down. But
it's something to do with his mic. So I don't know if we got to remove him and then bring him back up. He got to like jump out and come back in.
But my computer doing something strange too. So I'm finna come up. Can you please bring Angela up? And what I want you to ask Angela is tell Clarence to come. We're gonna bring Clarence back down. And we're gonna bring Angela up. Angela, can you hear me?
You have to unmute Angela.
Hello?
You can hear me, Angela?
Yep, you're good.
Okay. Now, I do need to come up and come back down because my screen is showing all types of stuff. But Angela, I want you to let everyone know. If, first of all, I want you to tell everyone, everyone that's watching, what you would like for them to know. And then second, because I'm a true believer and I have faith, if Clarence ever get the chance to see this video, what would you say to him? But first, I want you to tell everybody that's watching what you're feeling right now and what you want them to know. And I'm gonna go out and come back up.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I'm feeling hurt, sad, scared. Don't know too much about what's going on with my son. And I want everybody to know, everybody that knows Clarence, Clarence is not a bad person, or nor was he a bad kid. I'm just asking everybody for prayers and everybody to understand where I'm coming from, because if it was your child, I would try to help with your child too. All I'm just asking is everybody, please keep us in your prayers and keep sharing this video until we can get him home.
Absolutely, man. Once again, guys, continue to share this live. Continue to share it after we're done. The family is in dire need for this. We only ask that you just communicate with it. It literally takes seconds. You can write a small caption like Mimi said. She said, let us see him. That's it. The share button is one click, one tap. You put hashtag or the pound sign. I don't know how old or whoever know what's what. One word, let us see him. That's it.
I'm trying to find it, Jason. I'm sorry.
No, you good. You don't have, you know what I'm saying? It's not hard.
It's not hard at all.
Everyone that's watching this live, everyone that's going to watch this live has once shared before. They know how to share. They know how to type.
And they know how to hashtag.
Before. Right. Let us see him. They're at this point, it's just that simple. They ain't even say let the man be free yet. Like they just said, can we see him? Where is he at? I want to hear his voice. I want to make sure he's okay. And any mother, any parent, any sibling knows how to know that feeling.
Exactly.
You just want to make sure he's okay.
Exactly. Again, shout out to AFC Podcast. That is another podcast that you all definitely want to check out. If you like the shows that I bring, you definitely want to go check him out, where he covers babies and kids and all of that, that's been murdered and deceased, all that type of stuff. So check him out. I thank this family so much. I can't say it enough. I thank Jason just as well. Jason, you definitely keep me going. I appreciate you. When I have nothing else to say, Jason comes right on in. You know what I need to say and what I don't need to say. So I appreciate you, Jason. I really do.
That part easy.
Yes. But again, thank you to the family for trusting me with their story. Belinda Harris. I don't know if I read it out loud, but I did see it. I will continue to follow this story. This is something that definitely needs to be followed. And we need to continue to bring awareness. Continue to bring in awareness. Now, Angela and Clarence. Is Clarence mic working right now? Clarence, can you go over there? Let me tell you. Angela, tell Clarence to come over to you and use your phone.
Yep, that's what I just told him.
Yeah, tell him to cut his off.
It's
there you go. Clarence.
Yes.
Is there anything, because I don't want to end this show without speaking to the head honcho, the father. All due respect. Is there anything that you want to say, like I asked Angela, to anybody that's out there watching? And also, when Clarence see this, he's going to see this one day. I believe it and I have faith. So he's going to see this. What do you want to say to the people that's watching and also to Clarence?
I want to say, I love you, man. And it breaks my heart how much I do love him, you know. And I want to thank you guys, because you guys really did more in this little time than that lawyer did, you know. And I appreciate you guys, and I'm glad you guys doing what you're doing, because we as people, we need a big voice, you know. And I don't know nothing about this, the things y'all use, this computer stuff. is overwhelming to me. But I do know that it's life or death, you know, because it's serious with him, because we don't know.
Exactly.
All we know is what they tell us, and what they telling us, they give you a little piece. You know, they don't give you enough where you can say, okay, I'm comfortable, I'm okay. They don't give you that. They give you just enough to make you want to go nuts, but you can't.
You can't.
We in a society where you can't do that.
Exactly.
But I want to thank you guys again from the bottom of my heart. My grandkids, thank you. His nieces and nephews, thank you. His little brother, thank you. My wife, thank you. And I appreciate what you guys did. And
to let little Clarence know when he see this video, because I'm claiming he gonna see this video.
Yes.
When he fought hard for him.
Right. And like I said, I appreciate you guys, man.
You're so welcome.
Yes.
They're a blessing.
And like I said, you know, I hope one day that I can give y'all some labor or footwork or something y'all might need me to do, you know, for the things y'all doing for us. You know, I ain't got no more money, but I got a lot of labor.
I don't want your money. I don't want your money at all.
Okay, well,
I just appreciate you. I really do. And most importantly, like I said, I appreciate you for trusting me. So thank you.
And I definitely want to give thanks to my guy, Bernardo
and Mika.
Mika. They the one that
brought us to them.
Put the bridge for us to see you guys. But I want them to know I really, really appreciate them. You know, they doing something that's really great, man. Because it's a lot of families right now probably finna call them.
And we thank our niece for leading us to him.
And my niece, I got to give her a shout out, because Rebecca, she the one that hooked us up with Bernardo.
Yeah,
you know,
what we do want from you though is when he come home, you're gonna have to send us a video you hugging and kissing on him. You know what I'm saying? We need a big celebration. That's all I want right there.
And like I said,
I want him to come on the show.
Yeah, just to let you know too, he writes songs. That was a song that he wrote.
He got out.
Look.
He has a book full of songs he sent to me.
CTV Radio ready for him. We ready for him. We doing exclusive for him.
And what's crazy,
we ready for him.
I can't wait till everything come together, because the young man told me he got enough written material he can make 5 albums right now.
Yep.
The last time we talked to him, he always singing to his sisters. He said they gonna be his backup singers. But I thank you guys. Yes.
Thank you so much. My platform is always your platform. Please feel free to come back whenever you guys want to. Lametrius, Molly, Ulissa, Auntie, you come too, baby. Anytime y'all want to come, even if you just want to shoot the breeze, you done had a hard week. You know, a lot of the stress is going on, and you just want to come up here and shoot the breeze with me, feel free. All you gotta do is reach out to me, and you are here, okay? So thank y'all so much, and we are going to end this broadcast. Y'all know how we do. You already know how we do. Make sure you like, share this video, And please, please, please subscribe to Peachy Tea Time, and Time is spelled with the Y, on YouTube. And I'm also on all platforms, IG, Facebook. I'm on Facebook twice. Okay? So, but you gotta listen to my babies. It's just a given. It's a given. You gotta listen to them. So here go Miss Kirsten. Y'all know she gotta show her thing first, baby. And Kirsten, her birthday is Friday. I will be putting up the Cash App for Kirsten's birthday. She'll be turning 5. Here we go. Oh, we won't have a show on Friday. I'm sorry. We will not have a show on Friday at 9 o'clock. We will be celebrating my baby's birthday. So y'all will be seeing pictures. I will be doing some live videos and all that good stuff. But we will not, me and my husband, I'm sorry, we will not be on Friday. I will not be on Saturday live, but you will be able to catch me on the Hits app. So just download the app. Hits 92.3 ATL. But until then, I will see y'all hopefully on Monday. I can't even guarantee that. But when y'all see me on Friday, y'all know why. Okay? So here go my baby. Happy birthday, Kirsten. On Friday. Mommy got us some planned special, baby.
Time. Peachy time. Peachy time. Peachy time. Peachy time.